So when you were just a point of awareness, when you were just a soul, before you incarnated here into this physical body, there were three things that you knew before you came into this body that you've forgotten. And so in this video, I want to share with you three things that you agreed to before that you were born that are very important right now with everything going on in the world, that I want to help you remember so that you can help change the world and you can help change your own life, especially right now. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. There's three things that you agreed to before you were born, when you were just a point of awareness, when you were just a soul, before you incarnated into a physical body. It's very important that you remember these things. So make sure you hit the like button on this video right over there on the side, and let's dive right into this video. So the first thing that you agreed to is that you were going to be a wayshower. If you're watching this video, you agreed that you were going to be a light worker, that you were going to be a bridge builder, that you were going to be a wayshower. You agreed that you were going to come into a chaotic world. You were going to come into a world full of wars, full of plagues, full of economic problems. And you were going to be someone that, as human civilization started to evolve, and due to crises, people started awakening, their consciousness started expanding, they started to remember their true self, they started to want to create a better world. You were going to be someone that already knew how to embody this type of consciousness. And while people are panicking, while people are freaking out, you are going to be somebody that could remind them that the best is yet to come. That you were going to be someone that was going to be able to hold a high level of consciousness, and you were going to help calm other individuals. You were going to help remind people that everything's okay, and you were going to remind people that all this crisis that's happening in the world, economic situations, sickness, that all of these things ultimately were going to lead to a global reset, to create a better monetary system, to create a more harmonious civilization for everybody. And guess what else? It was going to help awakening human consciousness, because human beings have been asleep at the wheel. We've been convinced we're these little physical bodies spinning through this little physical world, and that all that matters is accumulating all these things. The government knows best, blah, 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 and it's all BS. And you were going to help everyone remember that they're spiritual beings in a physical body. You're going to help everybody start to raise their level of consciousness to the fact that they're a divine being and that we are all one, that we can create a better world, and that you are indeed a light worker. That you were going to be someone when people were freaking out, you were going to hug people, you were going to hold people, tell them it's going to be okay, you were going to rub their back, you were going to make people smile, you were going to encourage people to start their dream business, you were going to encourage people of all of these things that are to come here soon. We're going to go through some turbulence, but this is the ascension to a more enlightened civilization. It is on the way, and you are an integral bridge as a part of that, and you agreed to be a wayshower. So comment down below, I am a light worker. Comment down below, I am a light worker. Comment down below, I am a light worker. So the second thing that you agreed upon is that you're going to forget and then remember your true self. When you descend into physical form from the spiritual realm, you came into a body with the understanding that you would forget your true self. You would forget you were a spiritual being in a physical body. You would forget that you are one with God. You would forget that you live in an energy world and that consciousness and perception creates reality. You were going to forget all that. And you were going to go through the human journey, human suffering, all these types of things, just so eventually you would remember your true self. Just so eventually you would remember you are a spiritual being in a physical body. You do have a higher self. You are a divine being. Everything in this world is energy. Life is eternal and endless. There is no death, because there's simply just a changing of forms, because everything is energy. And energy is never created or destroyed. It only transmits and transfers to new forms. So there is no real death here. There's just a shift in a point of awareness to a broader bandwidth of energy. All this reality is a tiny bandwidth of energy. That's all it is. there is infinite amount of energy. There are higher dimensions beyond this where you are not encapsulated into a little dense body. And now you're remembering all this. Oh my goodness, I remember all this. And the ironic thing is a lot of structures and societal norms have to collapse or have to be threatened for us to finally awaken. But now you're remembering that you are a spiritual being in a physical body, everything is consciousness, and that you are somebody that is here to help encourage others and help create a more enlightened, advanced, and harmonious and peaceful civilization. So, you do have a higher self. You are not your past. You are a very powerful being. And you are here to help make this world a better place. So, your higher self is always available. You do have a divine aspect of yourself. And you're here to help encourage other people to help remember this truth. The third and final thing that you agreed to before you were born, that now you're remembering, is that in times of crisis, confusion for other people, you are going to help ground the energy of God, the peace of God, the silence of God, or if you don't like the word God, call it whatever you want. Alan Watts says you can't get wet by the word water. But this type of higher spiritual energy, this level of peace, and in other words, love, because God is synonymous with love. Spirit is synonymous with love. The creative force of the universe is synonymous with love. And you were going to be someone that was going to contemplate upon this love. Everything is energy. That's all it is. I am an energy field. If you could see from a broader perspective beyond the limited amount of energy that your eyes could see, I would actually be an energy field rather than just a body that stops right here. I would be a field of energy, and you're a field of energy, and you're always transmitting energy into the collective field. We're all part of this giant electromagnetic field that is third dimension, that is this physical realm. And everyone is transmitting signals into the field, just like a radio broadcasting tower is transmitting signals from its little point of towers. Similarly, every single person is contributing subconscious energy to the field. Now, most people right now in this type of global climate are contributing a fear-based anger, all these types of natural reactions to what's happening around them. But when you can remember that at the end of the other side, this ultimately one day, we will look back as this being an aid in awakening human consciousness. And that right now, someone like yourself that is watching this video, that is remembering, yes, I have come here for a spiritual mission. Your objective right now is to send a different field into the collective consciousness. Into this quantum field, your job is to start meditating upon divine love. Your job is to start meditating upon world peace, world health, world healing. Because you're always sending a signal into the quantum field. And so as someone who is a light worker, as someone who is right now at a quote unquote relatively higher level of awareness, your job is to be that 100th monkey effect. The 100th monkey effect is just like dominoes. The way human consciousness awakens to its true nature and ultimately creates a more enlightened, healthy, and harmonious civilization is when slowly more and more people start to wake up. And what happens is just like dominoes, it knocks over that dominoes and more people start to wake up. It's called the 100th monkey effect because they did a study many years ago on an island, and what they did is they had the monkeys do certain things, and what they found was once it hit about the 100th monkey, all the other monkeys subconsciously started to do what the other ones were doing. Because every monkey is one on a subconscious level, and eventually once the majority heads in one direction, the overwhelming consciousness pulls everybody else. And that's what you're doing right now, only you are pulling everybody else into a higher state of love, compassion, kindness, generosity, health, and a deeper connection to God, to the universe, to their spiritual aspects. Because you are a spiritual being in a physical body. So, what that means is you're going to, you agreed to send these signals into the universe. So, to contribute to that, what I invite you to do is spend a few minutes contemplating the love of God, the peace of God. Contemplate or imagine sending out this energy into the quantum field to help other people wake up, to help other people stay calm, peaceful, cool, and collected. This is your job. This is your responsibility as a light worker. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Make sure you hit the like button on this video right over there. The like button's what sends this out into the YouTube universe so more people see it. And so please make sure that you hit the like button so more and more people see it. Help the YouTube algorithm by leaving a comment right there down below. You can comment down below, I radiate divine love. Comment down below, I radiate divine love. Remember, you're a spiritual being in a physical body. You've incarnated here in order to learn certain spiritual lessons, one of which is to help other people awaken. So comment down below, I radiate divine love. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification right over there. The bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. So even if you're already subscribed, just double check. Have you actually hit the bell notification? It's right there on the side. Comment down below, I radiate divine love. And be sure you check out my free success hypnosis to help reprogram your subconscious mind. So right now you can attract more success, so you can be more generous, so you can help other people out financially, so you can be a wayshower to help other people ingrain their deepest desires into their life instead of being controlled by the mass herd mentality. So it's a free success hypnosis. It's right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's pinned to the comments right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com right there down below. So go ahead, check that out. Remember, you are a divine being and that you are part of this collective awakening and that we are all one and that you can change the energy that's being sent out into this collective field to help other people wake up. And that's something that you agreed to before you were born. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.